Okay, no more throwing with the silent. We're going to actually win this run. I'm not gonna start off by saying that silent is the most broken OP character, because that seems to be a bad luck charm. And I suppose I should have put more thought into these paths, but greed plus early shop, how could it be wrong? Dear Lord. Okay. Let's go ahead and attack the one that isn't about to give himself thorns. I suppose we could do something like this. This guy will die to one strike next turn, and hopefully this guy is just giving himself thorns. Didn't? Well, we're not taking damage, so that's fine. It all worked out in the end. Something like that. Okay. First combat, no damage. And a snakebite offered immediately. I just love snakebite, what can I say? I was gonna say hopefully there's like noxious fumes in the shop. I suppose I would have to kill 18, well technically 19 enemies to get any value out of the aubergine. A tea set is really good. I think I could afford to buy a poison stab after taking a snakebite. And an outbreak I don't think is going to work. So how about we remove a strike? And then we can add a poison stab instead. And we may as well take a tea set. We're going to be fighting a lot of elites, so we may behoove us to go ahead and get a block potion as well, just as a precaution. And a centennial puzzle is nice to see. They call it a common relic, I call it a beautiful relic. And we got that from a question mark chest. I'm trying to think if we want to spread the damage out or if we want to focus one down. I mean, technically we could kill this one with poison and put some damage on that one. And since we don't have lethal, we may as well snakebite so that he dies to poison next turn. It was kind of lucky that he ended up just debuffing us on that turn. Bubble could be pretty good. On the other hand, Piercing Wail is really good. But Piercing Wail is a common and Bubble is an uncommon. And I think I'll go for the danger path. Since Neutralize is our only weaken, I'll go ahead and upgrade it. Although I do really want to upgrade the Snakebite. I just don't want to lose the run for it. I think this turn... Oh, we have the tea set. Maybe we go ahead and put a stab out there. That ended up being the correct play, I think, because now we can bubble, neutralize, and Snakebite? Take 6. Or we could Survivor and Strike, although Snakebite may have been the right play. Like here, this will do 17, and then this will make it do 26 total, which doesn't quite get him to 70. So I think we're unfortunately... Maybe play the poison stab so that we're at least keeping our poison up. And here, now we can go ahead and just focus on doing some damage. A bubble. Okay. We get out of here only taking a little bit of damage. Another Snakebite for good measure. And a mango. Mango's a rare relic. Okay. I think Flick Flack is just good enough to throw into a deck. Part of the reason we lost that last run may have been due to adding too many cards. So I'll go ahead and add a Flick Flack for now. And try and be more conscious about what we add to the deck in the future. And I'm gonna upgrade the Snakebite. It's definitely not going to be particularly impactful on this combat, but that's okay. Gotta throw the defend out there. And may as well throw a Flick Flack. And a block potion blocks for 10. Sure. May as well. Nice thing about picking up that tea set is we're going to have quite a bit of extra energy going into some of these difficult combats. I mean, Snakebite would kill this one. Then we take 5 damage. But I think the Snakebite is probably better used elsewhere. It's not my favorite play, and it may not be the correct play, but it gets us our Centennial Puzzle. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. A neutralize on this one makes it so that we're only taking 7, and we can Survivor. Oh, we can Survivor Flick Flack! I forgot the whole reason Flick Flack is good in the first place. And then we can put out 12 poison. It doesn't kill any of them. Yes, it does. Okay. 2 left. This will kill the one doing damage to us. And then we just have to draw another Snakebite and a strike. We have them next turn. Easy. Helical Dark, whenever you play Shiv, gain 1 dexterity this turn? Well, that would have been nice to see earlier. And that decision there, just... Escape plan is never bad. Like, at worst, it just helps you cycle your deck faster, but it has an upside, and it has synergies with other things. I think it's greedy to try. Well, what I can do is I can do Poison Stab Bubble, and then he dies to poison next turn. I don't know if Sludge Spinner is a he, but I don't suppose it matters because they're dead. Cloak and Dagger. The deck's getting a bit thick. I think I don't want any of these. What we really need right now... Well, I guess there's nothing in particular we really need right now, although we would benefit from some blocks. So I guess in that case, maybe Cloak and Dagger is really good, because it's a block that'll give us 1 dex. I don't know. It may or may not be the right play. I kind of lean on it not being the right play, but Cloak and Dagger is a good card. It will surely not betray us. I've also never gotten to use the Helical Dart before. This is, we can only play one skill per turn. Take 3 to put Snakebite out. Hopefully end this combat a bit faster. And this kind of sucks. I now see that escape plan is not OP in every situation. I suppose we really need to play Flick Flack and Strike. And I don't want to eat 6 damage. But I think we're going to have to eat 1 damage. No way around it. And a Snakebite does not kill, but it does kill with a Strike. 2 regen potions. Maybe we can't afford to be a bit more aggressive. And a precise cut. I just don't think it fits what we're building right now. I guess we could go to another shop. In fact, I do like the idea of going to another shop. Now, do I want to lose my regen potion for an upgraded uncommon power, or lose my regen potion for an upgraded uncommon power? And that is a pretty tough decision. In fact, I'm gonna close my eyes for this one. I'm not sure which one we got. An upgraded Outbreak. I mean, it's already upgraded. So maybe? And may as well just go ahead and pop this regen potion because we know this combat's going to last for a bit. I think a Survivor makes it so that we take 1 damage, which actually lets us pop off our Centennial Puzzle. I mean, may as well play the Outbreak. It's really unfortunate that we can't play Bubble Bubble. And then 2 defends. That was a pretty slow turn. We're just stalling for regen potion, right? Now this feels like a good turn. The poison will not go through, what is it? Hardened shell? So there's no reason to stack more than 20 poison on him. But hey, we're not taking damage this turn. Maybe the, what's it called? The Cloak and Dagger ended up being a pretty good decision. Getting out of an elite, only taking 2 damage though. Sure, I'll go ahead and take the Spectre of Alchemize. And was Cloak and Dagger good enough to add a second copy? All 3 of these are really good cards. Leg Sweep is uncommon. Does it apply 3 weak? It does. We upgrade it, it's 3 weakness. I think I'll take a Leg Sweep. I don't really want to be adding that many cards. But Leg Sweep is good, so I'll make an exception. A Bread could be interesting, but on silent, our first turn, we have our Ring of the Snake. And there's a Piercing Whale if we want to add one. There's a lot of interesting stuff here. I think we might want a card removal. I'm not too concerned about strikes. And then Piercing Whale is on sale. And we can still afford a dramatic entrance. Okay. I think that's probably fine. And then we go ahead and upgrade probably leg sweep. I think it's probably leg sweep. Our goal is to have weakness on enemies around the clock permanently. May as well throw this rock at him. And we can probably save the nah. With the dramatic entrance into Flick Flack. Or do I want to play Flick Flack? Or do I want to get the Snakebite started? I think this is a good turn for Snakebite. Now, what would be... I don't think Soulfish has many multi-attack cards. So I don't think there's a reason to hold on to it. But at the same time, I don't want my deck to just be full of beckons. So there is some merit to not exhausting cards. Go ahead and bubble bubble. I don't want to lose 6 HP. And then a poison stab gives us more poison and does 15 damage to him. I think if this guy gives us Catalyst, we are eating good. I mean, may as well just play the cards that do the most damage. He's gonna go Intangible. So I think we need to just... Well, I guess we'll take the 2 damage. Our Outbreak is at 2 stacks. So our next poison may just kill him. Just about. I mean, he'll die to poison next turn. It's probably one of the best Soulfish fights I've had. May as well play our beckons. Okay. Ow. This isn't quite what I was wanting to see. In fact, I don't want to see any of these. Maybe tracking? We do have the upgrade leg sweep and the upgrade neutralize. But I don't think there's really a reason to take it. It sucks skipping our rare card reward, but eh. See, 15 cards from the Necrobinder. Choose any number of them to add to your deck. That's fascinating. A Radiant Pearl. And Ring of the Drake is just generically good. Necrobinder could, like, fill our deck with souls. What else could they do? I guess if we get summon cards, we can get Austie. That would be interesting. Out of 15 cards, Necrobinder has some pretty good cards. On the other hand, I think Ring of the Drake is just generically good and helpful. Our deck's already getting a bit big. Let's look for a nice little path here. That's 2 campfires with an elite in the middle. We can actually hit this one as well. I'm kind of sold on this path. It has a decent amount of elites. And it has 2 question marks. How could it possibly be bad? So this guy, I'm thinking, needs a Snakebite to the face immediately. And I definitely thought I had my little teapot. Take 12 damage there. A lesson in hubris. But it's a-okay, and the cats just got into something BRB. Oh wait, they had gotten my nail clippers. And those are sharp objects, so... I mean, of course we take another bubble, and I would like my upgrade leg sweep back. Exterminate or squash, I don't really want either of them, if I'm being honest. But I wish you could see what the upgraded version does. I don't think vulnerable is really quintessential to our deck, and multi-attack could synergize with something like Envenom. So I don't want either of them, but if I have to take one, which I do, I'll go ahead and take the Exterminate. Stone of all time. I don't know if I've seen this event. A massive boulder sits in the middle of an abandoned courtyard. A plaque reads, Stone of all time. Its present shape and adornments indicate that this courtyard was built around the stone and has never moved from the spot. Lose 6 HP to enchant an attack with Vigorous 8? An attack like Exterminate? Deal 11 damage 4 times? Deal 44 damage to all enemies? I mean, 10 max HP is good and worth a skill potion, but this is... this is better than good. That's incredible. Oh my god. Every combat is now a joke. Die. Wow. I gotta remember from last match though, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. So I'm not gonna get cocky just because we have one energy deal 44 damage AoE. Although it does certainly help. Drawing bubble with no other poison kind of sucks. But that's fine. We're at least not taking any damage. We could play Snakebite bubble, but I don't quite like that. We don't have any direct damage. What's in our skill potion? Hopefully a defend. A backflip gives us some block. We're drawing all our powers before I want to. I mean, I think we kind of have to play Snakebite bubble and eat 7 damage, unfortunately. I'm not happy about it, but I think that's what needed to be done. And a piercing wail is kind of perfect here. Then we can play Exterminate to get some energy back. A well-laid plans. And we still take 1 damage with a defend, but just 1 damage. How bad could it be? Now, bubble and Snakebite means he'll die next turn. It doesn't really matter what I retain. That shield isn't going to save you. I'll go ahead and play blocks just in case I have overlooked something. Okay. Not excited about a tiny mailbox. As far as I'm concerned, this relic should be rare so it shows up less. A prepared, you kind of just gotta take it. Knife trap unfortunately isn't doing much for us. We already have a poison stab. The poison stab's already upgraded. But I think we don't have a prepared yet, so we may as well grab a prepared. Yeah. Yeah. I hate those guys. And now they're all gone. I think our deck is getting a bit thick. currently, the reason I'm considering adding Poison Stab... Well, we have 2 copies of Bubble Bubble and an Outbreak. So I think it just makes them both more consistent. And I'd probably rather have a weak potion than deal 15 damage, especially since we're about to fight some elites. I just need to be more mindful about using our potions so we don't end up with a stack of them. A happy flower. I do love a happy flower. We can go ahead and upgrade probably our prepared, because this just upgrades to do 1 more damage rather than attack 1 more time. Otherwise, that would be a very high priority upgrade. Okay, this guy is where things get serious. We're going to have to plan doing most of our damage around poison, while also carefully... Don't discard my weak potion, please. Carefully avoiding adding dazes to our deck, so I have to play that. And I think I have to play Dramatic Entrance to get it out of the deck. Unfortunately. Well, I suppose I could have retained it now that I think about it. Okay, there's a Bubble Bubble and a Snakebite. This is unfortunately not a good combat for Exterminate. I think, though, we might want to play Poison Stab. I kind of want to retain Piercing Wail. I think we're unfortunately just going to eat 13 damage. And we can hold on to this for doing 44 damage. Go ahead and escape plan. Outbreak. And prepared for... Next turn he's going to do his big multi-attack. He's going to make it so that he adds even more dazes. So before our draw pile shuffles, I think we can go ahead and play Exterminate. Go ahead and add more Weaken. We'll retain the Leg Sweep and the Piercing Wail, so we shouldn't be taking any damage. And 1 strike could matter. Make sure I retain the right cards. Okay, never mind. It doesn't matter what we do. I mean, should still get in the habit of... An Art of War could be interesting. It's a rare relic, too. I think I do take another Piercing Wail. We could certainly consider taking a Tactician with an upgraded Prepared. A well-laid Plans. I guess that's it for discard other than Survivor. So I'll go ahead and take the Piercing Wail. And maybe I do need to rest. I think resting is probably more important, and the Regen Potion's kind of nice. Decimillipede, they don't know what's coming for them. They don't know they're about to be exterminated. You guys are nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. I can't even use the Regen Potion because this combat's going to end whenever we draw Exterminate. Which is now. And a bag of prep. And an Accelerant. Oh my god. This build is toxic. Okay. No more cards can be added to this deck. It's too good. Any more adding of cards to the deck is just going to make it bad. This combat might last 5 turns. Or at the very least, give us enough HP to feel good about playing it. I definitely need to play Exterminate, which means this combat isn't going to last nearly as long as I thought it was. May as well go ahead and retain 2 defense. And a Snakebite will kill. Is that what I want? Or do I want to try and be greedy? Because I could do like Flick Flack. Prepared. And Piercing Whale. Leg Sweep. We're not taking damage and he's not going to die. We're kind of greeding out for more value from the regen potion, but we can end the combat with Snakebite. I think we do want to end the combat. 23 poison. I don't know if I need an... I don't think I need another Snakebite. I think one Snakebite is probably enough. And I also don't think I need Haze. Yeah, I'm gonna skip. Our deck is just so good right now, we just need it to be more consistent. And Accelerant upgraded is just crazy. All we have to do is get a lot of poison out there. And go ahead and make Leg Sweep free this combat, I think. It is a bit I think I do want to focus down Rocket, actually. And we can go ahead and throw out Piercing Whale. I don't think there's going to be any multi-attacks that we're glad to have. So then we can play Leg Sweep, Cloak and Dagger. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if we turn around. We're not going to take damage either way. So the problem with this Accelerant is our poison, and this may be obvious, is going to not last as long. Which means we're going to have a harder time of actually keeping it up. But we should be alright. And go ahead and get the Centennial Puzzle. A bubble. Well, first what's in the escape plan? Another bubble. He's basically dead to poison. I can't play the Outbreak now, otherwise I'll look like a clown. I suppose we'll play Well-Laid Plans and the Vulnerable Potion just to turn around so we take less damage. I'll retain a Flick Flack, but look at that. That's just beautiful. Oh, he's gonna do a big attack and it's really scary. I'm so scared. Sure, I'll play a Flick Flack. Raw. Crusher. Crusher does not know what he is in for. Unfortunate for him. Like 99 block. It's not gonna save you. And oh, Exterminate only does 44 damage the first time we play it. That's kind of unfortunate. What if we need to do 44 damage more than one time? Tools of the Trade is obviously very good, but this is funny. Okay, I just need to not lose. I think with our Ring of the Drake, Preserved Fog might be really good. On the other hand, Jeweled Mask makes us guaranteed to start off with one of our powers that we want. Although removing 5 cards makes our deck so much more consistent. This doesn't have a downside other than running into Light Bulb Guy. It also means we start with 10 cards on turn 1 between the Ring of the Drake and the Bag of Prep. With 332 gold, we can get 3 campfires and how many elites? Just 1? That's okay, I feel like our deck is already pretty insane. We are against test subject, and these guys don't know what they're in for. I'll add another prepared. It's not, it gives -1 card advantage, but I think that's fine right now. I think a Horn Cleat could be really good. I do want the card removal. A Bullet Time is also insane. If we draw it in our opening hand, it's basically a free win, right? Actually, with Ring of the Drake, if we draw it within the first 3 turns, that's really good. Let's just start off with a card removal. And then, yeah, I'll get the Bullet Time. And a backflip could help us out. I really like footwork, but if we add footwork, the Jeweled Mask might hit it. But maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe I don't mind if Jeweled Mask hits footwork. What I mind is if I run into Light Bulb Guy. But hopefully that just won't happen. Let's play our prepared before Bullet Time. And we don't need either of these defends. Now this is a beautiful turn. Go ahead and start with Accelerant, Footwork. Put some poison out and play Survivor last. We can probably go ahead and just throw the rock. Not Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I don't think I could carry him. Not that strong. Okay, he'll die to poison next turn. This is a crazy setup. And I mean, if it's upgraded, and since we have a Bullet Time, I have to take it. Okay, now these guys kinda suck. We also didn't draw Bullet Time in our opening hand, which kind of sucks. Maybe with a backflip? No. Let's go ahead and throw a rock at a cube. And neutralize a cube so that we can poison stab, bubble. It'll die before it attacks. And then we can use another poison stab to clear this one's artifact. Now, I am just a little bit scared. I'm not scared anymore. I was scared until it wasn't. Do I want acrobatics or another backflip? I think I'll take an upgraded backflip. Now my deck does have 35 cards in it, and I'm not too excited about that. Where is my Bullet Time in my opening hand? It's like I have 35 cards in my deck or something. We don't need the block, but applying the weakness feels useful. We'll go ahead and keep these two. This will let us get dex if we need it. This also gives us dex. We have Outbreak up. A Piercing Wail is pretty good here. And then we can play Snakebite Footwork or Snakebite Poison Stab. And then we can retain upgraded Backflip and Footwork. We kind of need one of our Accelerants. There it is. So how about Accelerant, Bubble, and 1 energy for 44 damage is kind of hard to beat. I don't think I even... Well, I can play the Prepared to get Flick Flack, I guess. And continue to retain these two. Never mind, he dies to Snakebite. And Bubble. This deck is crazy. We could make it crazier. I don't know if I have enough card draw for Corrosive Wave to really work. I don't think I do. Like, I have a lot of card draw, just not in the turn. I don't know, another Footwork could really help out against Test Subject. And we obviously gotta upgrade this other Accelerant. A Bellows with our Ring of the Drake and Bag of Prep is also kind of insane. Man, It's a good sign when one of the most difficult problems you're dealing with is, what do I upgrade? I don't think we're really needing a vulnerable potion, so we can go ahead and toss it. Upgrading bullet time... I mean, I think I want to upgrade the Footwork. Okay, we are very unlikely to run into Power Lightbulb guy, but it's not impossible, so we gotta be careful. Really? I'll go ahead and throw Potion of Binding out. I know he's gonna do a big multi-attack. Taking 4 damage just means we get to use the Centennial Puzzle. And there's his big multi-attack. So how about... we just play our powers and wait for a good next turn? Oh, and we also get the Art of War. I should probably be more conscious about the Art of War. This is interesting. 18 damage and he's gonna make us vulnerable. We could play... I mean, we could play Snakebite. Okay, let's think this through. Let's go ahead and play Prepared, just to get some cards out of our hand. Gives us a weaken. This gives us enough block. And may as well play Escape Plan. This gives us 3 turns of weaken against them. I think since we have 2 bubbles and a bullet time and 1 more turn of Ring of the Drake. Oh wait, no. We don't have another Ring of the Drake turn. I think I do want to play a Poison Stab and a Snakebite. And then I can retain Leg Sweep and Backflip. The double accelerant is crazy. Okay. I have 4 energy, so I can play backflip first. And then play bullet time, and he is most certainly dead. By like a lot. Sure, we'll retain the greed. I'm feeling pretty good about where we are. I don't think we're gonna need the Regal Pillow. We could take another footwork. Noxious fumes against test subject I think isn't going to be as impactful as it normally would be. I think I will take another footwork. And I think I will go ahead and put a swift on... Man, this is... Screenshot this. This is crazy. I think I'll put it on a well-laid plans. Or no... Yeah. I'm not sure if it really matters what we put it on, but... Because we're gonna want to play all of them. And I think I do want to upgrade the bullet time. That way if we draw into it with backflip, we can still play it. Okay. Wow. Is there any way we could draw more cards with well-laid plans? So may as well. And then... Do we have any more card draw? No more card draw. Okay. Go ahead and play our bullet time, I guess. And then... Play our powers. Get some weaken up. Go ahead and use a leg sweep. And I don't think there's a reason to play anything else, unfortunately. But we'll go ahead and retain our piercing wail. I might want to hold on to the exterminate. Let's go ahead and start with prepared. Get a flick flack. We're definitely going to kill him this turn, so I'm not too worried about giving him strength. We're definitely going to kill him this turn, right? We don't have any accelerants up. Let me think about this. I mean, just playing one block is enough block. So I guess we just have to do something like that. And then hold on to Bubble for next turn. We have drawn both Snakebites, but not a single Accelerant. He's doing quite a bit of damage this turn. So how about a backflip into an Accelerant into... Now we can probably kill him this turn, right? I don't know about that one, actually. Could play another backflip into a normal defend. We're really slow playing this, but I think it'll be fine. He's not going to have poison next turn, so I think we actually want to retain poison stab bubble. We gotta get another Accelerant out. May as well play prepared. May as well hold on to the cloak and dagger. But I am kind of a fan of just killing him. I think we will go ahead and retain bubble. I guess retain cloak and dagger bubble. Phase 2. Okay, this would be a good turn for a piercing wail. If I had one. It's 21 damage. I don't think that's too much cause for concern. Wow. And here we play backflip into backflip, bullet time. Alright, now we're spoiled for choice. What's one Snakebite do? A lot. So 2 Snakebites would kill, which I guess we may as well do. Maybe we don't even need the bullet time. Actually, I think I want to hold on to a leg sweep. This is crazy. This is crazy. Never in my life, except in multiplayer, have I seen the likes of this type of silent build. Well, I think this turn is a good turn for a piercing whale. And I mean, is it a good turn for leg sweep as well? I'd kind of like to continue holding on to it. Greed, greed. 45 damage is not nothing. Let's go ahead and put some weaken up. 33 damage is still pretty significant. He goes intangible every other turn. We really need to get some poison out there. Maybe you start with a backflip into a prepared, into a bullet time. Okay. We don't need the piercing whale right now. Okay. This lets us get some poison out there at least. And I think we can go ahead and just play 1 defend and hold on to these 2 cards. Maybe I should have played the leg sweep there. Here we can go ahead and bubble and Snakebite. And I think that's it. I was gonna say we could do 1 damage to him with the Shiv, but then we wouldn't get the Art of War. And I've been studying the Art of War. We're not going to draw Neutralize, so I might just want to hold on to leg sweep for now. I'll hold on to the backflip. Now the turns where he goes intangible does kind of suck for our build. I think we're doing fine right now. Get rid of greed and flick flack. And does bubble Snakebite kill? Well, accursed lizard. We'll see you on the other side. Hopefully never. Wow. Why don't you use our poison against him? We lost that fight because we didn't use any of our poison. We didn't get our Ring of the Drake. We didn't get our Bag of Prep. The Architect is just literally cheating, but that's okay. I don't think you need a run analysis for this one. There's just kind of a crazy build all around. Putting the Vigor on the Exterminate made it so that a lot of annoying combats were just free, and double upgraded Accelerant was crazy. What else is crazy is I'll now get possessed by the ghost of YouTube. Say, if you like the video, go ahead and leave a like. If you want to see more content in the future, go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to go ahead and tell me what the craziest silent build you've had, or perhaps the craziest poison build you've had is, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. Until next time, you all have a beautiful day.